Okay, so here we are in Neptune's bounty.
Now you had the pleasure of Andrew Ryan's company. He's the one who built this place, and he's the one who ran it into the ground. Nobody knows exactly what happened. Maybe he went mad. Maybe the power got to him. Maybe he just decided he didn't like people. Whichever way you slice it, good men died. My family's in a submarine hidden in the foundation of Fontaine Fisheries. I'll meet you there.
Okay, so now we have Neptune's bounty, which is kind of the... It's not quite the factory environment, but it's as close as they really get in Rapture. This is kind of where the low-wage job environment is. That sort of thing. Yeah, ooh. Oh man. So you might recognize the shadow there from the splicer that we encountered at the very, very beginning in the first video. Oh, I already have all my health.
Days go by like wind.
These pedals, the pedals are kind of creepy. So we have that was the spider splicer that we find in a little bit. First we have, so this is a Big Daddy, but a slightly different Big Daddy. The one we encountered in the previous level is technically called a bouncer, and this one is called a Rosie. And Rosies are a little bit different. They have ranged attacks. They have a rivet gun. There's a joke in there about Rosie the Riveter. So they... Ooh, there's a security bot. Oh, it's not here. No, there it is. Okay. Couldn't remember where it was. There we go. There's a turret on the other side, too, that you might have heard firing at me. And I do my best to try to get both of them under my control, but turrets will fire at each other if you control, you know, the one across the way isn't under my control, so it'll attack me. This one will attack back, and sometimes I'm not able to get them both before one of them is destroyed. And it's really frustrating. Oh, man. Woo. See, you can, there we go, yeah, you have this. Okay, can I make it? Oh my god, there's so much going on around me. It's terrifying. Looks like I did okay though. There we go. This one probably got a couple of, they both probably got a couple of hits in, but at least I get to maintain them both. So, the Rosie is just another Big Daddy that you have to deal with. Rosies are much, I think they're a lot harder. Oh, now I'm being attacked. Sorry. Let me get into a better place. You think you can get away with this? Actually, quite do. Let's go here in sentence, right? So this is what Neptune's bounty is. It's kind of grimy, like that's what this place is all about. It's just not the nicest part of Rapture. Oh, a lot of ammo. Sorry, I'm trying to weasel. I'm not talking a whole lot. I'm trying to weasel around and figure out how to get to these jerks. There we go. Oh, that's a bomb. Oops. That was poor thinking. There we go. We're finally... Okay. First aid kits give me more health. That is definitely a good one to have. So, oh no, this turret did end up dying. The problem with the turrets is that it's not impossible for, like, I'm pretty sure if shots are being fired by one of them, even after they both become my friends, or after the second one becomes a friend, if one of the shots that was fired right before that hits, then they still end up shooting at each other. It's really obnoxious. Haha, didn't see that coming. There we go, that's what I needed to do. So in this level, like, I tend to avoid trying to kill the Rosies and get the little sisters for just a little bit, because there are ways to make it easier. There's actually a really good plasmid I get a little bit later that helps a lot with fending them off. So I kind of just let them go by for a little bit. Oh, no, that's okay, I can't grab that. So we have the wharf. One of the other cool things we get here is a... Oh my goodness, hold on. I forgot about this rocket turret. Let me just dodge it. Oh no, okay. So that's me being bad at the game. That's my first death, so you get to actually see what happens when I die. So normally this happens earlier. I was hoping I could go a lot longer without dying, and I think I could have if I was a little smarter. So what happens is this whole process happens, and I get trapped in this Vita chamber. Not trapped. I get in this Vita chamber, and I just crawl out. And we're just, otherwise everything is back to normal. And that is one of the things that a lot of people kind of had a gripe with this game, even though it was very highly praised. One thing that people were not big fans of... Oh, never know. Oh man, did a little sister fall under there? That's so sad. 91 days. Is that dying in this game is... It's not very detrimental compared to a lot of games. It's very easy to just kind of die and it's okay. You just get to move on. All that happens is you... Oh, okay. All that happens is you have to go back a little bit, and then that's it. But like, the damage you dealt to enemies is maintained, all your progress is still there. It's really just you happen to respawn. Actually, this that I got earlier, it plays into that. Oh, nope, sorry, that's not the same one. This is about the bathyspheres are like the water taxis.
But the boys tell me the keys are pretty unreliable. Sisters, cousins, anybody in the ballpark genetically will be able to come and go if they see fit.
So that was just them talking about problems with that guy Sylvia. I was just talking about problems with bathysphere functionality and expectations. There we go. Okay. So, I'm gonna try to be smarter. There we go. Oh, this guy. That guy didn't die right away. That was weird. Sturdy. What's a few bolts of electricity to me? What do I want? No, I need... You can't really just pick the ammo you want right away. It's kind of... You have to cycle through them if you want the one that's on the opposite end. And we get a... This is... We learn about a... character... Oh my goodness. Oh god, okay, I made it. Hold on, sorry. Let me... Boom. Okay. That was terrifying for a moment. That happens sometimes, where you're just like, oh, I have to go in this direction. I have to make that decision right away. And it gets a little bit tense. So I hacked the keypad. I didn't have the code. You do find the code later. In this level, we learn about a character named Frank Fontaine, who was... You heard Atlas mention that his family is in the submarine beneath Fontaine Fisheries. Gotcha. So Fontaine Fisheries. So Fontaine is... We didn't learn about him yet, but he ends up being a big background character as well. Just kind of a little bit involved in what made a lot of this stuff in Rapture happen. So this is kind of part of that.
Mr. Ryan asked me personally to make this clear to you. You give us Fontaine, and this whole filthy ring of his, and you'll be knocking back pints up at the Fighting McDonald's. But if you prefer to play the mule, I'll treat you like a mule. Give him a taste, Patrick. What's that? Change of heart, Timmy? Timmy!
Spider Splicer in here.
Ready to talk now? Go on. Go on. Do you truly? Whatever Ryan thinks he can do to me. Fontaine can do double!
So that's kind of our first taste. Whatever Ryan thinks he can do to me, Fontaine can do double. So these people are scared. They work for Fontaine, who...
Hey, the gentleman stopped calling.
What's that? Okay. So this is Fontaine Fisheries. This is where we have to go.
Atlas radioed on ahead. Says you were looking for an invite to the...
This guy's weird.
Nuts, I say. But if your head's up to the Warp Master's office and find old Peach on research camera, maybe I could manage an invite. What was that? My friend, you are fucked.
So this is the. I don't think it's the same Spider Splicer, but it is a Spider Splicer, which are compared to Thuggish Splicers and Leadhead Splicers, like the other Splicers, they are much more sturdy. This was sent here by Peach. So they're the war. They're really obnoxious. They're a pain to fight because they're so tough.
It's too tough for you. You come from their belt. You'll find something to keep you alive. Now, go get that camera and then snapshots of those that crawls on the ceiling.
Okay.
Then I'll let you into the fisheries. Just remember, sonny friend, I smell an ounce of Fontaine on you, and I'll have you in a box. Atlas gives you the vouch, but I ain't turning my eye just on his say-so.
Okay. Well, that was. Hey, this time they all died.
Oh man, jumping a ghost. Fontaine's dead, and everybody knows it. In the ground for months, and half the place still jumping at his shadow. Christ, even Ryan. You never mind all that. We got work to do. Seems like old Peach knows where to find a research camera. He seems a decent enough sort. No doubt he'll wait until after you've done his errands to stick a shiv in your belly.
Stick a shiv in your belly. Okay, sorry. There was a lot of exposition here at the beginning part of this, but it kind of helps set the. I got it in time. But oh goodness, that was dumb. But it kind of helps set the tone for why a lot of Rapture is the way that it is. Learning about Fontaine is kind of critical to that. So I will. What the? There's another. Oh god. Didn't even see them come down. You see, guys, this is why you have to be good when you want to do a Let's Play. Otherwise, you just get embarrassed. So anyway, I apologize for not talking for that first bit, but knowing a little bit about Fontaine. Hey, look at this one, called Fontaine Must Go.
Something must be done about Fontaine. While I was buying buildings and fish futures, he was cornering the market on genotypes and nucleotide sequences. Rapture is transforming before my eyes. The great chain is pulling away from it. Perhaps it's time to give it a tug.
So the Great Chain, you see references to it, but the Great Chain is kind of this idea that everyone is trying to pull Rapture in the right direction. It's kind of a vague concept, but everyone is trying to, with this free market idea, trying to push Rapture in the right direction, and everyone's doing that by pulling on the Great Chain, and so the problem is, and this is where I didn't really understand a lot of what was going on when I first played this game, because I was still, you know, fairly young in 2007, probably shouldn't have been playing this game, but it's funny how Ryan is all about this free market, but as soon as it starts to go away from his favor, because he didn't, you know, he didn't end up pursuing, quote-unquote, the appropriate paths, which is now plasmids and atom, like you said, genotype and nucleotype sequences, so it all has to do with biology stuff. So, well, biology stuff, that might be not quite the right phrase, but point is, because Ryan messed up, he's now not as much a fan of this concept that he was super interested in and proud of, which is to say free markets and everyone can do whatever they want to. I was hoping she hit the Big Daddy, or oh my goodness. I was hoping she had hit the Rosie with her pistol. Oh, okay. I was gonna... Okay, well, I was gonna hack that bot, but now they're fighting each other, so the bot's gonna die, because it can't kill a Rosie. There we go. So now it's our turn. I keep saying bot, but I meant turn. Can't go this way.
Now the eggs are in the scramble. We picked up Timmy Yates right after midnight.
Oh, this is the one that gives us the code.
Ryan will be taking down Fontaine, or Fontaine will be taking down Ryan. We'll be interviewing poor Timmy near Fontaine Fisheries. If you're up for entertainment, the code's 5380.
I saw one of these smugglers having a game of catch.
This is a big deal because it tells you about Adam.
Surprised me because his hands were crippled during the war. He was unloading the barge the other day when he was bitten from the sea slug. He woke up the next morning and he found he could move his fingers for the first time in years. I asked him if he still had that sea slug. As luck would have it, he did.
So you know it formally in a later diary, but the sea slug, like this whole, like Adam in general, is from these stupid sea slugs. Like this completely groundbreaking, revolutionizing the world tech, not tech as much as I can't reach this one, so I just have to shoot it down. There we go. It's just because of these slugs. These slugs that happen to have this weird genetic material that doesn't really matter much for them, but for people, like, it's Adam. It's crazy. So I always liked that about the story, that it was just completely accidental how Adam came to be, and it became this huge building block for Rapture.
Darling Masha, we don't know what has happened to you. Ryan's men have taken you away and said you are needed to save Rapture. Who needs a child to save a city? But I see these little girls crawling up to these vents, and I only wonder if you might one day crawl out of this vent and find these notes. We look for you, but if you find these, come to us at the Viking McDonald's in room number 7.
Okay.
The code to our room is 7533. We miss you, my darling child.
So we get our first glimpse into how the Little Sisters came to be. Atlas was kind of chastising Tenenbaum for creating the Little Sisters, but they were actual little girls, and they were, you know, for a period of time that, you know, we learn more as the game progresses, but they were just taken away from their families. But it, you know, they didn't care for it. I don't even know how they managed to justify it, but that's just because, you know. Well, we need little sisters. We need Adam, so we're gonna take them. It'll be fine, because we said so.
Looks just like one you'd see topside. According to this magazine article I scrounged up, it can also analyze genetic information, parse biological structures, lots of other $5 words.
And lots of other $5 words. That's another one I always like to hold on to. Is just like, oh man. The way he said, I think part of it is the accent, but lots of other $5 words. I don't know. That's funny to me. There we go. I already got it. So there's a lot of bots in this, a lot of turrets in this room. So I have to. I'm gonna be hacking a bit, but I kind of need to because there's not a big battle, but some splicers get sent in here. And I need to be able to deal with them, and these help with that a lot. So, with Neptune's bounty, so I mentioned earlier, I definitely do like it more than... let's do it this way, yeah, that works. More than Medical Pavilion, because there's a lot of cool story stuff that comes out of it, like, I mean, okay, I guess, to be fair, every level, you know, you should be learning something about the story, but the finding of Adam and learning a little bit more about how it took a hit, but that's okay. Oh, I can handle losing one health, I can handle losing one first aid kit. Not worried. Okay, doesn't matter which way I go, so I'll go up. Do I have... I need one more. Beautiful. Sometimes you have to... You can't find what you need. And you... Where did... Oh, yep, there we go. That's where they are. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna let my bots do a lot of this work. So, we see a lot of these smugglers' crates in... that was easy. In Neptune's bounty, because, you kind of hear... So, oh man, whose recording was that? In one of the diaries, something about Fontaine's ring, and it's because he has a smuggling ring that, you know, we don't really know a whole lot about yet, but we can assume it exists based on context clues and the fact that these say smuggler's crate, leaving nothing to the imagination. Because... So, Ryan is not... He really hates the smugglers because he has this concept of rapture. No, never mind the fact that he's trying... There we go. Never mind the fact that he's trying to kind of sidestep some of what makes rapture. But he doesn't like the smugglers because he has this belief, or at least this belief that he tells people, that contact with the outside world, contact with the surface, is gonna be a bad thing for the city. For, you know, whatever reason, just like they don't understand us. So we shouldn't try to engage them, and just like if you do that, it's illegal. Which is another one of those things that's like, maybe, you know, if you're trying to promote a free market, why can't you free market with other people and profit here? I don't know. So, the whole thing is kind of about how Ryan likes to sidestep these beliefs that he wants other people to follow, but he's not necessarily forced to engage in the same, what's the phrase I want? in the same rules, I guess. I don't know. It's just, it's kind of funny, like, hearing Ryan talk this way about all this stuff that he is trying to promote. That he was originally trying to promote.
Hanging now, is it? That's what we come to know. I don't make the laws here, I just enforce them. But I didn't come to Rapture to string men up for running contraband. If Ryan and his crew have their law, then they can have my badge.
So, not everyone, you know, there's a fine example, not everyone sees eye to eye with the way Ryan is trying to do this, which is good. But it doesn't matter, because Ryan is Ryan. And he gets to do whatever he wants to do, because he's the founder of the city. And even though they have these ideals that they try to stick to, he's like, nah, that's okay. I'm gonna do something else.
Jesus loves me, this I know.
This is the creepiest thing. Hearing these splicers sing "Jesus loves me, this I know" is, especially as a kid, was incredibly unsettling.
Now give me some snaps on those spider splicers, and don't come back down here till you've got my research.
So, the camera is now, it's not, you know, not a weapon, but it's a very important part of the game because you can take pictures of, does that get enough action shot? Was he too far out of, I got a little bit. You take pictures of enemies, and when you do that, they're considered researched, so the idea is, like, you understand them better, you know their weaknesses, ways to hit them better, whatever. That's kind of the point. So, taking pictures is also one of those things that isn't terribly exciting from a viewer perspective, but if I want to play this game effectively, never mind the fact I just had an embarrassing death a little bit ago. If I want to play the game effectively, I kind of have to do it. So, you know, I apologize for something that's slightly less than entertaining. Am I good here? Because I can't really get back down here. So I'm just thinking, yeah, I'm full on ammo on everything that's here, so. Okay, this security bullseye is absolutely one of my favorite plasmids in the game. Just like in Rage, it's a phenomenal way to interact with Big Daddies and make the fights a little bit easier. So I think I probably drop telekinesis, because I still need Electrobolt for...
Trick the security system.
Yeah.
Set security
Okay, I can't even skip past
on
this.
your enemy.
So the idea is, even though these security cameras don't go after splicers, they only go after, like, me, I can fire this at them, and they have these little blue things on them.
I'm just lonely. I'm lonely.
And suddenly they will... Oh, it's not going because there's an alarm already off. Sorry, that alarm usually doesn't happen in-game, so I didn't realize that that's what was happening. So I gotta wait for that timer. Okay, there we go. Okay, now the timer's out. There we go. So now the security camera registers him as someone who shouldn't be here, and it'll summon security bots to come and fight him. I can do the same thing for turrets and for, well, I guess if I have my own security bot, if there's someone that I want my security bots to attack without me actually engaging with them right away, I can security bullseye them, and they'll start attacking the enemy without me having to say, hey, or without me having to actually fight them, which is nice, because usually they only attack when you actually fight them. Oh, oops. Oh, man. I'm sorry, I totally forgot that I need to do this. So if I hack them, then it's fine. But the problem is a hacked security bot, or a hacked turret, or a hacked whatever, will not notice Big Daddies. So if I want to use them on Big Daddies, I need Security Bullseye, or I need to start fighting a Big Daddy. If I don't want to start fighting the Big Daddy yet, this is, you know, it's like I said earlier, it's a really good way for me to deal with Big Daddies and make them a little bit more manageable. So, I mean, especially, man, I'm gonna be really mad if I died to the stupid turret and I managed to not die to a Rosie. So, the first bouncer is always the hardest, but because Rosies are ranged and I'm still not quite at peak, Rosies still present a bit of a challenge. So I usually anticipate dying at least once in Neptune's Bounty, but then I kind of get more equipment past this point, and it becomes a little bit easier to fight them off.
If things were bad enough.
Oh,
You have the
well.
research camera? Good. Guess it's time to get to work for old Peachy. Take the man's pictures, and let's get the hell out of this place.
So, yeah. The, okay, cool. Easy. What was this one?
If things weren't bad enough, it seems that even our water system sprung a leak. Yep, that's right. The irrigation system in Arcadia is taking on seawater. I told Mr. Ryan when we were building this place, either you build her like a bathtub, or she's going to turn into a sewer. No, McDonough, he said. We're not going to build no bathtub. We're going to build Eden.
We're not gonna build no bathtub. We're gonna build Eden. That's the kind of hubris that leads to water system springing leaks. Huh, there we go. Sorry, I forget which numbers are assigned to which weapons. Oops. Hey, the Scrounger. So Scrounger is a cool tonic. I think I use it instead of Hacker's Delight for now, but it's not. Oh, oops. Got it. Sometimes. Sorry, taking pictures ends up being a little bit more awkward than I'd like. Okay, so Scrounger is. Let me explain Scrounger really quick. So I look inside of this ashtray and I find a pep bar, but I can press R to change maybe what's in there. So in this case, it stayed the same. I saw a pep bar earlier. I see a pep bar now. Trash can. It's cigarettes. Then they stayed cigarettes. Okay, well that was unexciting. But they can turn into something different. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse, and occasionally it's the same. So Scrounger is nice when you open containers that have nothing in them. You don't typically want to do it when you find something in there, because it's possible that, like, you see something and then it's gone. And I always thought that was kind of funny. Because it's like, oh, I found these cigarettes. Oh, nope, it was a mirage. Because I looked again, and there actually weren't cigarettes in there, and just that whole, to me that whole possibility is really funny. There we go. Okay, I got this earlier, so let me.
As the respectable rags of return the way, they have turned to Fontaine smugglers in Port Neptune for supplies. Fontaine's men are pigs. They spit, they stink. But they deliver, and they don't ask questions. They're all terrified of Fontaine. He reminds me a bit of the Germans. So efficient. It wouldn't surprise me if he were soon running things down here.
Foreshadowing.
The death penalty and rapture. Council's in an uproar. Riots in the streets, they say. But this is the time for leadership. Action must be taken against the smugglers. Any contact with the surface exposes Rapture to the very parasites we fled from. A few stretched necks or a small price to pay for our ideals.
Yeah, so Ryan has, yeah, he, I don't know, it's funny to listen to him talk about some of that stuff sometimes, if that wasn't obvious. It's obvious that I think it's funny.
We tricked you.
So you get security bots too, or the security cameras and the
Monster.
and you just get little buffs. Sometimes it can change how much damage they deal to you and stuff like that, how much you deal to them.
Come back.
Boom. So every time you, yeah, this one is nice. Spider splicer organs can be used like first aid kits. So like, I can loot. I can, whenever I loot a spider splicer. Ooh, that was a good hit. Okay. They always just have unlimited hooks. It's always really annoying. There we go. Got her. Can I? I'm gonna peek my head out in a moment as soon as that alarm goes down. Okay. Some of them are just too high. There we go. So I have a spicer splicer organ, so my health kits are at 7, and now they're at 8. It's really convenient. Yeah, so sometimes the security cameras are just too high, and I know I'm not gonna be able to do anything to them. I'm not gonna be able to hack them or anything, even if I jump up, so I just have to say whatever. So here's an example. It's empty. Okay, if I hit R and it stays empty, then the window will just go away. There we go. Anything in here? $23, golly. Okay. A lot of... There we go, and some more film. You run out of film really fast, but it's kind of funny that, like, it doesn't take long before film ends up being kind of useless just because you've already photographed everything. There we go. So then it's like, oh, now film is a useless commodity. I can't. There's a certain amount. There's this research track you're seeing, but there's a certain. I don't think I was able to do him any damage.
Head on back to Fontaine Fisheries when you're ready, would you kindly?
Whoa, be unto you.
I try to photograph them right away before I start attacking them, but sometimes I just want to get the combat over with, and I'll just like say, whatever. Okay, cool, I can go through this way. I was getting worried with these two right here. It's like, gotta make a decision. Okay. Oh yeah, so one thing that's kind of annoying to me that we don't, and this is just like, this is strictly aesthetics, this is not gameplay. I talk a lot about like, well, this thing's annoying and this thing's annoying. I like to think it's a good thing that that I'm capable of criticizing my favorite game. There we go, sorry. The level after this one is called Arcadia. And in Arcadia, I swear I jumped. I probably don't even have room for shotgun ammo. So that's fine. I'll get it later. We'll come back through here in a minute. That's fine. I'm not worried. The Rosies are the big daddies of this level. So each level has its own big daddy type. Like, we had the bouncer that we fought in Medical Pavilion. And then in... Oh, whoops. There we go. We have the bouncer that we fought in Medical Pavilion, and here in Neptune's Bounty, we have Rosies. See, there we go. I got $4. Yeehaw. But in... I didn't talk over this, I think.
Closing in on the whole ring. I'd pat myself on the back, but let's face it, these aren't exactly bloodthirsty desperados we're talking about. Rapture's full of poets, artists, and tennis players, not hired gorillas. But this leader there, this Fontaine, he seems to know his way around the grift. He keeps his nose clean, but not so clean that the right people don't know he's not to be trifled with.
So that's kind of, I mean, that's the majority of the story explanation you need for Fontaine. He kind of just came in and did his thing, and suddenly everyone's terrified of him because they thought they were, you know, signing on to this job, and then it just totally... He's good at, you know, silencing what he doesn't like inside of his workforce. Like, people decide they're just like, no, I don't want to... Like, whatever, they're scared of him is the point. I'm just going to quick hack that one so we can move on. Oh my god, there are a lot more of these than I realized.
Ryan can't see the wolves in the woods. This Fontaine fella, he's a crook and a proper tea leaf, but he's got the atom, and that makes him the governor. Sinking the profits back into bigger and better plasmids, building them Fontaine poorhouses, like Fontaine recruiting centres. For all we know here, we're supposed to have an army of splicers. We've got to have ourselves a whole heap.
And so McDonough knows. He sees what's going on, and we hear this in diaries. Like, he tries to convince Ryan that that's the case, and Ryan just won't have it. Oh, this one's a short one. And so we, like, I really like McDonough because he's, you know, because he's this person who tries to help out Ryan, and Ryan is just, his head is so far up his butt he doesn't care. So he knows, thank you, so he knows that Fontaine has a lot of potential, that whatever he's doing can stir up a lot of trouble. And he's talking about this army of splicers.
The thought of me wife and child hiding in that filthy submarine makes me blood boil. Help me get them to safety, and I'll be in your debt for life.
I don't really... It kind of always came out of nowhere. I was always like, oh, well, why did that conversation just happen right there? I don't know if it, like... Haha, sniped. Can snipe with this pistol almost as well as you can in Halo 1, it's great. Got him. So... Anyway, so the army of splicers... We kind of get it. Sorry, I knew there was a guy there, so I... oh boy. Dodged it. Set himself on fire. Cool. Made it easy. So he knows... I think one of these has something neat. Yeah, okay, this one has the proximity mines, but I am full on them because I don't use my... I really don't use the grenade launcher as much as I should. It's a really effective tool, but I guess I'm just always like, I'll be fine. That's whatever. Oh man, that's right, I haven't taken a picture of nitro splicers yet. Oh, 6, dang it. Sorry, I use... 6 always ends up being farther away from my hand than I realize, and sometimes I miss-hit on my hotkeys, and I'm trying to... Oh, that's right, I can take pictures of corpses. There we go. That helps. Penalty, subject is dead. But I can still take a picture to get that first level to get the increased damage, which is nice. I totally forgot about that. Did I pick up... Yeah, there we go.
Ryan, the day me and the lads were installing the bathroom plumbing up in his Posh Park Avenue digs. Wait, says it. What's with all the brass fittings? General contractor had me down for the tip. Well, I says, I suppose it's the contractor then who'll be bailing out your little one, right, is it? If it's price you're worried about, I'll be picking up the brass, so not to worry, Squire. And why would you be doing that, Fizzy? Well, Mr. Ryan, profit or not, no man belts water out of privies built by Bill McDonough. Next day I find out I'm Ryan's new general contractor.
So McDonough presents himself in that particular diary. He presents himself as this, you know, clearly very honorable character. You know, no man bails water out of privies built by Bill McDonough, and Ryan really appreciates that. So now it's, he probably. There we go. I really should use the rocket launcher more. It makes my life a lot easier. There we go. I guess it's one of those things, you know, it happens on a lot of games. I think there's an actual, like, term for it, so to speak, and it's just like, oh yeah, whatever. The smuggler crates are always empty, so I'm not gonna bother with those. But where you hold on to powerful equipment forever because you never know when you'll need it, and then you just never use it. So that's not really true for me. I use the... Oh, actually, let's just do that. There we go. I do use the rocket launcher. I just use it almost exclusively on Big Daddies. Oh, man, I totally trailed off. I realized out of a conversation I was having earlier when I was talking about something that bothered me. And it was about how how every level has its own type of Big Daddy. The Medical Pavilion had the bouncers. I started talking about it and then I stopped talking about it. I apologize. There we go. That's what I need. But after the next time basically the point is the next time that we encounter the bouncers, they have different skin. Like they have this different design. Okay, this is Masha. This is Masha's family. They found her and they killed themselves with pills because they were sad.
You're crazy, I told him. That thing? This is our Masha? But he was right. She was drawing blood out of a corpse by Fontaine Fisheries. And then when she was done, she walked off hand in hand with one of those awful golems. Masha!
So, yeah. It's sad what happens to kids in this game. They just stolen, and the family had no idea what to do about it, so they killed themselves. Like, it's terrible.
Mr. Ryan, I believe in Rapture.
I'm gonna let him finish
that
talking.
Doesn't mean we always win. Fontaine Futuristics is the biggest thing going in Rapture. So let me be plain. When we arrest that Torag Fontaine for his thieving and smuggling, we must make it clear that we won't touch his business interests. We sit on the council because these poor sods trust us, not because God gave us a chair.
And there it is again, you know, he wants to do right by the city, and he sees Ryan as kind of not doing what they should be. And it's just, I really, like I said, I really do appreciate that about his character. Ooh, action shot. Okay. Okay, sorry. So, I was talking about Big Daddies. The next time we encounter bouncers, they have a different, they end up having a different, color palette because they're elite. They actually have that in their title called Elite Bouncers. And they do a little bit more damage, they're harder to kill, whatever. And it turns out that the bouncer...
Diane, my dear, I'm sorry, but I'll be late again tonight. Rosenberg is demanding to speak about this Fontaine business.
No, it's, yeah,
I'm trying
okay.
to build a proper financial market, and this idiot keeps going on about nano this, genetic modification, that. I'll go spend an hour pretending to pay attention to the poor fellow and be home as soon as I can.
There we go, that's how jumping works. So, the, no, it happened again. Whatever, no, I don't care anymore. I don't care.
We all
Do I get a double? Oh yeah, multiple subjects. You get bonuses for that too. So now if turrets increase damage and they're vulnerable to armor-piercing rounds, which is nice. Okay, sorry. Stuff keeps happening and I keep losing my train of thought, but the bouncer is kind of the mascot of the series. Or, you know, the bouncer is the mascot Big Daddy. But the only time you fight a traditional-looking Big Daddy is the first one in Medical Pavilion. Because every level after that, they are elites, and they have the different, they have this, like, red and white color palette. It's a little bit different. And that's something that shouldn't bother me, but it kinda does. Just, like, how do you manage to only have the core enemy, like, or the core, like, big bad appear for so little? You know, in regards to that specific, outfit design. I don't know. That's probably me being picky more than anything else, but it still bothers me. So, you know, the more you know about me. I get bothered by clearly petty things. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and... There we go. So I can make the turret attack the Rosie, but because it was the turret that was attacking the Rosie and not me, even though I... Ooh, a lot of machine gun rounds. Even...
shall be the fruit of thy basket.
There we go. See, there it is again. I hit 5 instead of 6. So, Rosies won't attack me, and that's exactly why I do what I do. Because they... Oh, man, come back here. Haha. Got him. However, as a... Anyway, yeah, so that's why I do that, because they won't attack me, even though I was the reason the turret started attacking it. Which makes life a little bit easier. I will...
My wife, Moira, she's a right pain in the neck. But she's a beauty. She means the world to me. I can't help feel God's punishing me for bringing her and Patrick to this place. I thought this would be a better life for us. Can you imagine a bigger fool than that?
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lure the Rosie into here, and in order to get to me, he has to run over all of these traps that I set, and I'm hoping... Is he not coming in? Sometimes it's hard to... I try to lure them by attacking them, but sometimes they don't cooperate. They don't run up and die like I need them to. Come on, I'm right here. Right here. You almost got me. You almost got me. I believe in you. There we go. So, little sister, whenever you kill their big daddy, I don't... rescue. they kinda go into this crying fit, and then you just do what you gotta do. Mr. Bubbles!
You have shown kindness to my little one, but are you really a friend to us? Regardless, a little one brings you a gift to demonstrate our appreciation.
So I can show you the first teddy bear now. Oh, also, last video, I was talking about how the numbers. Oh, static discharge 2. It's just an upgraded version of the same tonic. There are a lot of like ones that'll just say 2 at the end of them, and they're just the upgraded version of the basic one.
Your duty to report the smuggler.
She just. Oh, she has to get all the way back to a hole. That's why. Oh. That was loud. Okay, this will be a lot of pictures, sorry. Yeah. Okay, let me just actually kill them now. There we go. Did it. Now that I'm in a much better position, I can actually try to take on the Rosies a little bit better. So, I was talking before about how in the first video, or in the second video, the previous video, I was talking about how the total amount of Adam you get is comparable or something. I was uncertain about the total Adam you get from rescuing versus harvesting. So every teddy bear is harvesting a little sister gives you 160 Adam, and rescuing them gives you 80. But every 3 you get a teddy bear, and every teddy bear gives you 200 Adam. So the math says every 3 little sisters you get 40 less Adam.
A rapture reminder. We all have.
You get 40 less Adam for every 3 little sisters if you rescue them. But rescuing them also yields some.
Are you here to help?
Does that not work when they're? It should. What did I? Oh, that was a security bot. Well, whatever. Something. No, he's still attacking me. This sucks. There we go. Okay, sorry. I was uncertain of how some stuff worked for a moment there. So you saw maybe the red circle that was over the nitro splicer and over the security bot. What that means is, see, I did it, and it didn't matter. Basically, that means that is the owner of that security bot. Like, that security bot was following this nitro splicer. So because of that, I couldn't security bullseye them, which I actually kind of forgot. I forgot that you couldn't do that. Maybe it makes sense, I don't know. But because I killed his owner, the security bot just went offline. It just stopped functioning when I killed the nitro splicer, so then it just sits on the ground and I can just hack it like normal, which is nice. I think I can have up to 2. I think the game gives me up to 2 slots for security bot control. Where did? There you are. But I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna use it right away. Action shot. I guess that wasn't actiony enough to be labeled an action shot. Is that the little sister picture? It feels so funny to me, like running around trying to take these pictures like I'm a paparazzi. Like, ooh, yeah, ooh, It always feels kind of dumb. So the math on the... Even though she's not a... She's still a little sister I can take pictures of, but, nope, okay. So this is the teddy bear they leave behind. I had 200 Atom. I get a plasmid called Hypnotize Big Daddy, which lets me control Big Daddies, but I'm not going to use it because it's not as great as it could be.
I'm ready for dream time, Mr. Bones.
Oh, goodness. Okay, sorry. She's not attacking me, and I don't know why. You see, Enrage would be great right here, but I haven't had a chance to buy my extra plasmid slots yet, which is probably where a lot of my money will go in just a moment. Oh my goodness, right in my face. Oh, come on. There we go. Man, so that's like the...
They sure go down.
Yeah, easy.
Research them up right. Come on in and show us those snappies.
So, Photographer's Eye I kinda like because it makes this process a little bit faster. Just gives me more, points whenever I take a picture. Anyway, now I can buy plasmid slots, so I will. Incinerate is actually really useful in the upcoming room, so I'll probably use that one for now. But Enrage will probably take the next slot, even though I like Telekinesis a whole lot. I think I want Incinerate here, though. Come on. The problem is, even like when you put it back in, you still see the video, even though I've already seen it. That's kind of annoying. 260... I think yeah, you know what, I do another one, and I take Enrage.
Enrage your enemies. Laugh as your enemies find each other.
Yeah. And I can only get 2. I didn't realize there was a limit, so I'm gonna not get anything else yet, because I still have to kill this Big Daddy, which I unfortunately don't have a lot of ammo for. Actually, does the combat get triggered Wrench Lurker? Oh, I move quietly. This is another melee-based one that I don't really care about. I really want to find another Splicer so I can lure them into fighting the Big Daddy, but I don't think I can. I think I might just have to... I might just have to actually fight this Big Daddy. Unfortunately. Come on, I hear you! Come and find me and I'll make you fight the Big Daddy. Are you afraid of me, monster? I'm not the one with stuff all over my face. She's not even out here. I don't know where that shouting is coming from. It might have been coming from underneath me. That's probably what happened. Oh, that was dumb. Oh. No one in the water. Okay. Oh, good thing I already hacked you. So. Oh, what? It's a circus of oh, I have to hack it to get the Eve hypo. Seems like a very poorly designed circus of value if something like that is hack only. Oh, well. Can I... Okay. Scary for a moment. But we got there. Oh, whoops. Anyway. The amount of Atom you get from... I apologize, I can't remember if I finished my thought on that. But the amount of Atom you get from rescuing all versus harvesting all is... It really is not a big difference But rescuing them, you get the good ending, which not a lot of people care about, but also you get access to those cool plasmids and stuff, like the hypnotized Big Daddy, where you get a Big Daddy ally. You only get that from saving 3 little sisters, you know, so like it's just, you do get some cool stuff. Ooh, you know what, if I'm gonna fight him, I actually need telekinesis, so I will replace this one with telekinesis, because he throws his oh man, if I'm gonna fight him I need 9 health things. He throws his own proximity mines at you, but you can telekinesis them back at him, which is great. Makes fighting the Rosie a lot more manageable. Is it? Yeah, I can hold up to 6. Oh, I don't like you either. Oh! Oops! That wasn't what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay. This is not going how I had hoped it would because I made a dumb mistake. But oh no, I missed him. Ah! Almost dead, not quite. There we go. Fought him without dying. Okay. And I think this is the second little sister, so I still have one more. Yeah, 2 out of 3. Exercised 2 out of 3. So I now have 240 Atom. I think this time I get the even health upgrade. Winter Blast is... Whenever I play this game, I never use Winter Blast and Target Dummy. I was never a huge fan of either of them, because Winter Blast will freeze them, which is great, but when you shatter them, like it says in the description, you don't get loot. Ask me what's not to like. What's not to like is you don't get to loot what you kill. Granted, there is a point in the game where being able to loot something isn't a big deal because you always have infinite money and infinite everything, so it's like not a big deal. But especially at this point in the game, I really don't have a use for it because I like being able to loot whoever I find, whatever I kill. Then Target Dummy is... I don't know, you use it to get enemies away from you so you can, like, do your own thing. But I kind of like to just fight them. Like, I'm not in a position where fighting them is such a problem that I need to tell them to go away. So I don't use Target Boom either, or Sonic Dummy Target Boom. So I don't use Target Dummy, because it's not really that useful to me. And I've never actually used Sonic Boom. I don't even know what it does. Hurls creatures and objects back with it. So it just, okay. It's just a force push. You become a Jedi. This is what it sounds like. And I've never actually used it. I think it's just because the plasmids that I get already, I'm such a big fan of. Oh. Big explosion. Oh. Dang it! I messed up. So this is the alarm. Whenever I get found out... Oh no, and I got rid of my... Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, I got rid of my Electrobolt for that fight. So now I'm just gonna run away for a moment. Oh, hey, perfect. This is exactly what I needed. Everything that comes... Oh. Where did the security bots go? Am I running away for nothing? There's a lot of... Oh, that was a beer. They keep a lot of items tucked away up there, so, like, I can... Man! The security bots completely ignored me. It's not very polite. Oh, what's down here? Otherwise, I would have just had them attack. So like, that is kind of something you can do, though. You can get caught in an alarm intentionally, and then you can just be like, oh, well, I'm gonna security bullseye this Rosie and just say, cool, everything instead of attacking me is gonna attack the Rosie. But for some reason, I don't know why. For some reason, the security bots didn't come after me. Oh, oops. I thought it let go because I didn't see it anymore. Man. Oh. Let's do this. It'll make fighting the Rosie a little bit easier. Goodness knows I can't make myself have a real challenge, right? That's why I didn't choose suicidal for my difficulty. Oh, I got someone here. I hear you. I don't know why that's still there.
Where?
Boom. Look at that face. Oh, shit. Boom. Hey, that was much better. Where is that? I hear you. There you are. Cool. I need to buy some first aid kits desperately after that fight. Beautiful. That should be enough. And I'm gonna run in here. Sorry, it might look like I'm being stupid. I'm not running into Fontaine Fisheries yet because once you go in there, you kind of have to progress from that point, and you can't find Big Daddies there anymore. So I just want to get this out of the... I need to do this so I can... I need to do this so I can actually kill the Rose. So I can get kill the Rosie and get the little sister. Man, you did almost nothing for me. Why you do that? I don't think this Rosie ever walks... The problem is, I could wait for the Rosie to try to walk down the path of where a security camera is, but I'm pretty sure the path for this one doesn't ever touch a security camera, which is unfortunate. So I just have to... Okay, I may not have a choice. I think I just have to fight this Rosie as is. I don't even have proximity mines. Okay, yeah, this might suck a little. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Do I have telekinesis? Yeah. Okay. I was gonna give it a shot. Oh, he ran away. Oh god. Oh man. The problem with the Rosie is that the Rivet Gun does a lot. Damn it! The Rivet Gun does a lot of damage. So you have to play this like you have to do this dance for the whole fight, and you have to make sure you have enough. I probably shouldn't have started the fight until I had. Oh boy! Until I had 9 first aid kits. Dang it! Yeah. Even when you know, see, like that's where I'm supposed to go. Actually, I can heal myself really quick. There we go. That's slightly frustrating. Yeah. See, it even tells me, hey, you idiot. Turn around and get what you're supposed to get. So the Rosie's already so low that I feel like I can do this on only 3 first aid kits. And all it took was 1 more. Okay. Man! I really thought I would be fine. I really thought I would be fine on this fight, and I was wrong, so... I apologize, and I don't care about anything else in here.
Thank you.
Okay. I am done caring about this whole part of Neptune's bounty. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. You know, usually I don't buy stuff out of them because I'm like, oh, I want to keep my money, but... whatever. I keep talking, it doesn't matter. I love that. That's how I knock. Just bang on it with a wrench.
Rat didn't get himself that. You got some.
Man! Can't believe I died again.
To get criticized. You set here a spell.
Oh well.
To set on some coffee.
But that's exactly the point. That's what people talk about. Like, dying should do more to you in this game, but it really doesn't set you back at all.
You head into the fisheries, a word to the wise. Old Peachy seems about as straight as a dog's hind leg. You keep your eyes open.
I like that saying. I don't know if that's a saying that existed before, but straight as a dog's hind leg is great. Oh man, that's right.
If that's his price, you're gonna have to pay it. But he can't very well take your plasmas away now, can he?
Okay. I totally forgot. I spent all this money on ammo, but in order to go in, so now I don't have any weapons anymore because Peach just said, "Hey, you're not allowed in here with, you know, with all of that, with all those weapons and stuff. It's not okay. You're not allowed." Oh, that's right. I already have full-on auto hack tools. It means I can use one, and I know I have another one. So I have to do the majority of this room just on plasmids, but because there are security cameras in here, surprise, surprise, he's gonna... Oh, damn it. I forgot to trade out the, Oh no, I wanted to do auto hack. Or did I use that one? Whatever. I meant to trade out the the Electrobolt, and I totally forgot, so now I feel dumb again.
Now, I bet when the boss waggled out of hell, he done told the devil he'd be right back. And the devil says, "Sure thing, Mr. Fontaine. I'll hold you a spot." Ryan promised Fontaine was dust, and now here you are doing his dirty. I guess that makes Ryan a bum, and you...
I know there's a security bot in here, so I'm gonna... or a turret in here, so I'm gonna wait. Basically, yeah, Peach betrays you. Surprise, surprise. Okay, oops. So, Peach betrays you, and he's like, "Nah, dude, I don't care what I don't care what Atlas says." Even though Atlas is kind of a hero to the people, he's like... Peach just refuses to believe that I'm not working for Fontaine. So... So he's just like, "No, I'm gonna kill you. Because I can see right through you, you know, clearly." And... so that's why this combat is happening. Oh man, I dropped a... yeah, I got a pistol. That's the only way I can get weapons, is by killing the spider splice, or killing the leadhead splicers that end up attacking me. Oh man, this is the damage +2. Yeah. Oh, that's right, because this is Peach. He's a... There we go. I totally forgot that Peach is a nitro splicer. So like this nitro splicer that I'm actually fighting is him, but he's not named. I don't really know why.
Down here in the murk.
The submarine bay was only used by smugglers the coppers off the scent.
Where did I not see? I thought I saw a shimmer. Maybe I just auto picked it up. Boom! Easy. Oh. Maybe not so easy. Not if I'm bad at the game, clearly. Oh, pistol. There we go. Okay, so I had to throw away all my weapons a moment ago. I'm gonna... There we go. Because this is, you know, the fisheries, everything has to be cold to make sure everything stays preserved. Oh my goodness. I forgot he runs out to try to attack me. There we go. Oh man, look at me using my last shot to the fullest. So there are a couple of goodies in here to kind of help out, so I have to set everything on fire, because stuff gets hidden under ice a lot. That's not a that is not an atypical occurrence, so you kind of get in this habit of using incinerate on everything. Just because, oh man, maybe there's something cool under here. Well, maybe there's something cool under here. Oh, I gotta go this way. Which is why I was saying, like, oh, I need incinerate in this room. Just because I can more adequately uncover stuff. There we go. All of these are like $1 and $2 bundles. Funny. Yeah, the fisheries were cutthroat, man. Like Atlas said, there was noise going on when he was talking, but this is where the smugglers operated out of. So, you know, it's a known quantity in that sense. Is that... There we go. Okay. So now... Yeah, that's everything in here. I go to this pneumo and I find, you know, my weapons again. I don't get back all of my ammo. I'm pretty sure I don't get back everything.
Goddamn it!
Oops. Haha, got him. Oh, I do have telekinesis. I forgot I had it live. Oh, wait, oh no, it's lightning bolt. I'm bad at reading. Oh my goodness. Jesus. Sorry. Anyway. This
Fontaine's putting the screws on us, and double. He's squeezing us out of 80 points of our cut with the threat of turning us into Ryan if we don't play ball. Son of a bitch. Sammy G comes and tells me he's thinking of going to the constable. And the next day, Sammy G was found in a sack in a salt pond. We have no choice here. We stay on Fontaine's crew and we're gonna catch the gallows. We take the powder, and we end up like Sammy G. Oh, there's gotta be another way.
So, yeah, Fontaine is a smart businessman and a terrible boss. Apparently. That's what we can... Can I melt this? It looks like something I should be able to grab, but I don't think I can. Power to the people. So, these are machines where each one only has one use, and you go to them and you can upgrade your weapons in different ways. At this point in the game, I really like to do it with the pistol, just because the pistol is still a very effective weapon, especially when I use the... Oh man, what's the research camera is the phrase I want. So using the research camera, the slices are already a little bit weaker. The pistol damage upgrade means headshots take stuff down really fast, and pistol ammo is very, overall, easy to find.
Fontaine will find you. Hey, fuck Fontaine. You don't fuck Fontaine. Fontaine fucks you.
More ghosts. Hey, got something. Cool. Oh, hey. Cool. I don't think I found this one for this level before, so... Did I? Yeah, I found it. Yep. Okay. So good to know. So this is the hidden access to the smugglers.
You got it. Should be smooth sailing from here. I'll meet you up ahead.
Boom. So smugglers' hideout is I count it as part of Neptune's bounty, so I'm gonna do it because it's really short. There's a little bit of combat, but it all happens very quickly. So this will all be in the same session. Smugglers' hideout. It's probably like 15 minutes, not even, to get through the whole thing, so... Funny flashback again.
I'm right outside the submarine bay, but I can't get in. I need you for that. My family can't be more than 100 yards away.
Do I wanna... Nah, this is fine. I like this setup for right now. Boom. I like that you can actually destroy the bottles. Oh. See, here it is again. Just no one is here, but I want to not die, so I have to hack you. So this, at the end of this passageway, we find the submarine that Atlas is talking about. We get to finally, you know, interact with him. It's great.
We all come down here. Figured we all be part of Ryan's great chain. Turns out Ryan's chain is made of gold, and ours are the sort with the big iron ball around your ankle. He's up in Fort Frolic banging fashion models. We're down in this dump yanking guts out of fish. Fontaine's promising something better. He's like one of us, you know? Like he's worked a day in his life. He says meet him at his fish packing joint at 11. I'll go. Bring a cup.
Okay.
Hit the switch up there in the control booth and let me in.
So
I think it's time to shake hands and get acquainted.
So that's just, that was Peach's introduction to Fontaine.
You've had your fun, but enough is enough. If you press that button, you'll learn what it means to truly be my enemy.
Yeah, whatever, Andrew Ryan. I don't listen to the man. So I throw the switch, and then some stuff happens. I'm gonna run out here to prep. This is just one of those instances where dealing with it ahead of time makes my life a little bit easier. So I will do that. There we go. Okay, that's there. That's there. That might be the only thing I needed to do. I know I can search for loot and stuff down here. I know there's a recording here.
Spent the morning jawing
Our first Frank Fontaine diary.
She's damaged goods, alright. Just like all those chumps they scraped out of them prison camps. But she's no crackpot. She's gonna make me the kind of scratch that'll have Ryan look like he's running a paper route. She just needs some supplies to get the ball rolling and a friend to watch her back.
So I can go down to the submarine, but I can't do anything because I have to let Atlas in first. So that's what this is. Frank Fontaine has a lot of charisma. He's a jerk, but he has a lot of... I really like listening to him talk in his diaries.
You blow a fuse up there! Can't see a damn thing in that booth! Give me a tick, and I'll get you out of there!
Yeah, this door locked.
Can you hear me in there, darling?
So, we hear the music.
So dark in here. If only your friend could look up and see. Maybe.
Splicers!
If only you could do something. Anything. Except just stand here and watch you die.
Ah! Ryan, you're a dick. In case you didn't know.
They're everywhere! I can't hold them! Got to fall back! Get me family out, and we'll regroup as soon as we can!
So there are a few splicers that...
Be unto you.
Get out if you can! Get out and we'll regroup!
Dang it, Ryan. Why you gotta ruin this rescue mission? Like a jerk. This guy was singing while attacking me.
You ooze in like an assassin, and then you try to sneak out like a thief. You're no CIA spook. Who are you? Why have you come here? There's two ways to deal with a mystery. Uncover it, or eliminate it.
I don't care about anything down there.
Get out! Get out and get to Arcadia! Jesus Christ!
So, Atlas's family died. And all we can really do is move forward. Okay, this is the last bit of... Oh, here's one of Peach being
The Irish pork pie offered
scared.
me a deal. I flip him Fontaine and I walk out of here. That simple. How do I know that fat fuck isn't Fontaine's guy? How do I know they're not all Fontaine's guy? Fontaine's got Adam, and everybody wants it. Ryan's got a whole lot of talk and a nice suit. Even down here, any idiot can see which way the wind is blowing.
Yeah, so he... It's the same thing Tenenbaum was saying, just like it's... Everything's turning up Fontaine, and Ryan eventually saw that and decided to handle things his way. So, bulkhead to Arcadia. Arcadia's, this is going to be the end of this one. I'll go ahead and I'll process the loading setup. But yeah, that is Neptune's Bounty. We encountered Rosie's, we get the camera. It's a fun level. I think I like Arcadia more, just because Arcadia is a lot more colorful, because it's like a plant-based, like it's where all the green stuff is in this city. So I'll go ahead and try to do that one soon. I hope you enjoyed this one. I feel like I didn't have as much to say. During Medical Pavilion, there was a lot of stuff you're introduced to, so I was able to talk about it. But I felt like there was a little bit more of me trying to come up with a good thing to say, and I feel like it was a little bit harder in Neptune's Bounty. I'm hoping I can do a little better in Arcadia. But in any case, again, thank you so much for watching. I, again, hope you all have a wonderful day.